Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Reynaldo Schelmetty and welcome to another video. You're watching Reynamations in actions. And well, in action, I don't know. It's an interesting intro actually. Kind of crappy. Okay, today's theme for Inktober, since you know you're watching an Inktober drawing, is gonna be armor, which is a very exciting thing for me because, like, personally, I like drawing armor on things. And not all the time, but I like drawing armor. I do armor on my characters all the time, but not usually. I don't record myself doing it. So this time I started off with like a basic silhouette. I did a basic silhouette for the weapon, so I'm probably gonna also do this the actual drawing for the weapon. Let's get started with the drawing by starting the 15-minute timer and getting started with the drawing. First, I'm gonna zoom in, not too much, because I don't want to lose some of the details. Maybe get lost in some in translation with the sort of rough drawings that I have over here. I kind of like this sort of hair thing that I had here that I did for the character silhouette, and I want to keep that. Maybe her head is slightly tilted up, maybe like a confident look like that. So if you were to do a confident look and then do the eyes, the ears will be somewhere here. And then this will be the eyebrows, maybe. And also the hair would be higher up. But then the hairline will be coming out from up top here. I'm just trying to block out some shapes and stuff. Figure it out as I go. For the hair, I don't want any armor, but I'll eventually do armor for every other aspect of this character. You know, doing some shading, some very basic blocking out. Figuring out the way that the neck is gonna be going into the body. The breast will start. And maybe I'll put some armor over here. I like doing very basic shapes sometimes. Maybe I'll have like some sort of rope thingy coming across, like a satchel going across and over, everything like this, and going downwards to hold on to the shield that she's holding behind her. Because you can see like that giant circle, that's a shield, and you know, yeah, for having some sort of collar. Because she's obviously not nude, so I would put a collar on her, make sure everything's very visible. What else? It's kind of itchy. Armor on the breastplates, kind of like Wonder Woman sort of thing. It's just going down, stuff like that, wrapping around like this. Chest plate. Around this portion, it's just gonna be like fabric. Maybe she has this other piece right here, like that. Fixing up some of the armor, making sure it looks kind of accurate to the perspective. Sometimes it's good to like turn down the drawing even more. I'm gonna hide the tools in the background, so then I can focus more on the overall gesture of this drawing, the picture that I'm trying to achieve. Figure out some shapes here and there. Shape language is very important whenever you're doing a drawing. So it's good to know what sort of shapes you're trying to like stick and have coming out of your object, because it's gonna determine how the object is gonna look to the public and to everybody else. Everybody else is the public. You know, make sure everything's going the right direction. Maybe she has like a shirt underneath all this, or maybe she's not wearing anything, it's just armor, and it's only gonna cover the essentials. What else? Make sure everything's going the right direction. Do references to all the bits. Give me them bits, you know, like what's it called? Forget the character's name. Steven Universe. Show me them bits. No, not show me them bits. Like give me them bits. Yeah, the fry bits. See, it's coming out nicely so far. Drawing. I like it personally. Like if we were to get rid of the satchel for the moment, right? And then we were to draw everything, like if it didn't have the satchel, how would this look? It would look something like this. And then this portion right here would not go up that high. It would go backwards this way. So it would be kind of like this. And this is where the breast would be at. And if we get rid of the satchel, which I'm trying to get rid of the satchel right now. So focus mainly on the overall gesture that I'm trying to get across. Yeah, it's coming out nicely. You zoom out, you can kind of see. Maybe some of it needs some adjustments. Like right here. Obviously, this is where the crotch will be at, so the butt will be kind of higher. Like that. But if you were to take this, turn down the opacity, and then just break it down by simple lines, right? Directional lines. This will be, one will be like that, the other one will be like this, and then bodies like that. And then like let's put this back into place, right? Make sure that the armor is visible. So if we were to follow those guidelines, right? That means that the waist is actually, let's scale this part thing up. Right, scale that up. That fits the silhouette that we already have. So that means the waists are too low, too high, meaning they should be lower. So what we're gonna do is go and select everything here from this point to this point, all of this. Make sure I'm in the right layer, and then just move it lower. Yeah, like that. Add this. Get rid of the selection tool, and just refine. So it's good to refine some of the drawings that you have. So it's like whenever you're doing armor, you gotta keep in mind that it goes above whatever their skin is like. So if the skin is that thick, the armor should be on top of it. Some people forget about it, and then they tend to draw the armor of the characters literally like skin tight, which obviously looks more appealing to a certain extent. But if you're trying to do like genuine armor, it's not usually skin tight. What else? I have like a plate. And if we do that, then wrap around. Maybe her hand. This is where your the knowledge in drawing hands will come into play, because you gotta understand fingers, where the hands will be at, where the thumb will be at normally. Some poses like that. All the fingers. This one will be there. This one will be there. This one will be not too high up, because then it throws off the balance that all the other fingers are doing. And keep in mind, it is above, not below the skin. So having that like that, let's hide the silhouette so we can see the overall drawing, the overall post that we already got across. I'm not trying to go into so much detail that I lose track of what I was doing, which happens a lot of the time with both my art and a lot of people's. I've seen it all the time, where I will be drawing and then I just get lost in drawing, and I stop paying attention to how much. Oh wow, I've been focusing so much on detailing that I forget that there's a time drawing session. You know, based upon the pattern, I'll do that, maybe something like that. Trying to do the eyes really quickly, because we don't have a lot of time. Focus on the fingers right here, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like that. It's kind of like if she's singing, but she's not. Obviously, some leg armor. Crotch armor. 2. You get a half armor for all your bits. Or bits. Instead of saying bits, I say bits. It's not a very well designed character. I've done better designs in less time. For some odd reason, this one's just not coming out to the point that I like it. But it's okay. Can't be perfect in all your drawings, right? Plus right now I'm actually going way faster than what I was going before, because I noticed that I was lacking behind in time, so I'm trying to go as fast as possible. Which It's gonna bite me in the butt. I have no idea. I have no doubt about it biting me in the butt afterwards. Let's see how it's coming out. That's gonna be the armor that she has. Very simple, simplistic, very easy to read armor. What else? Let's add the weapon she has. Feels like I'm going higher every single time I do a line. I'm gonna erase this portion right here really quickly. And the time's already up, but I'm gonna finish off this drawing because only proper that I finish off the drawing. Probably put like a weapon or so, just one maybe. You know what I just noticed? It would be just a lot easier if instead of doing all these lines, I just did them in this layer right here. Clear it out and then just boom, boom. See the silhouette, right? Erase everything that I don't need, right? Make sure to add anything I do need. I'm pretty much almost done, guys. I'm almost done with the drawing. And the best thing about it is that I can always just erase the portions that are gonna be affected. Like that. And the shield is very simplistic. I just did this shape right here, put it wherever I wanted. Make sure I have the pen on. Circle. A circle maybe. And take away this silhouette. And what I'm gonna be doing, wait, this is, oh yeah, the opacity is lower. I don't know why it was lowered, but and then I just erase anything. Then I erase anything of the shield that collides with this character. You know, the best way to do that is actually, selecting everything like that, like that. And that didn't work because there's probably gaps in it. If there was no gaps, then it would have worked. So I'm just essentially going to this layer and then erasing anything that collides with the body or the armor or anything like that. It's a very simplistic approach. Simple approach. And you can always select, lasso select, anything like that. Really simple. And then deselect them. That's the drawing that I have. A female warrior. That's that's what I have for you guys. Maybe I'll do like some really quick shading right here. Boom, boom. And oh, you know what I forgot? Her hair. Her hair, it has like line. Has this braids all over it. Think, am I in the right layer? Yeah, I'm in the right layer. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go to the shield layer and then just erase anything of the shield that comes into contact with the hair. And voila! Now we got the full-on character that stands out. Probably have those things behind it. That. So, sometimes the best thing you could do is turn up the brightness, and then just fill it in like that. And then this one's I'll leave dark. And you can always take this, adjust to the shape that we already created with the drawing, like I did with the suit that I had done prior. And you know, fill those in also, and then do the same thing with selection, and then select the parts that definitely didn't need the filling in, and then just press backspace, and then we're good. Maybe the hand also here. Voila! Actually, I have a selection right here. Now it's a complete voila. See, now we have the armor. Now we got the armor with the thing, and the best thing is that we can always change this background by going to the layer under it. It's gonna be a very simple technique, and then you just do that, and it makes it pop out a lot more. And sometimes you can even do this thing where after you have selected it like that, you put a ground by doing a plane like that, and then doing the same technique just backwards. Let me move, I don't know, out of the way. Like that. Maybe have it be kind of like that. And voila! We got a nice character. If anything, I can't really see the background or where it's the picture stops and where it begins. So it's not that much higher. So I'm gonna move everything a little bit higher, just a tiny bit higher, like this. Actually, I need to select everything there, and now I move it up a little, and I make sure that the background's visible, so then I can see the feet being placed on the floor. And voila, that's the finalized piece for my armor on the Inktober sketch. Another technique that you can always do is make sure that your lines are darker. So I'm gonna do that. Make sure my lines are darker. They're gonna stand out. And this is really good because sometimes all you need to do to get started with a very rough drawing is get started doing something like that. It's very simplistic. It gets to the point, and you get to see a lot of the character, like a lot of the nice posing, a lot of the interesting things about the character, storytelling, and all that, you can do it really quickly within 15 minutes. Anybody can pull this off. Afterwards, you can do whatever you want with it. We can go ahead and refine it and spend another half an hour or spend another 30 or 40 minutes. Well, 30 minutes is half an hour. Spend another hour or two refining it, making it more detailed, making it stand out. Heck, even add color to it if you wanted to. But for me, I'm just gonna settle with this, and I'm just gonna call it a day. Thank you all for joining me for today's drawing. If you did like it, leave a like. If you disliked it for any reason, leave a dislike. If you want to keep up to date for content like this, it won't always be concept art like that or armor pieces, but you know, I'll do anything. I'll do anything Inktober related for this month. And then if you have a suggestion in between, just comment down below and then I'll get to it. My newest video will be up here and my channel will be right here. Check it out and you might like it. Follow me on Instagram for, you know, keeping up to date with the pictures. I post there first before I post on YouTube half the time. Thank you all for joining me, and goodbye.